But best of luck, fully disengaging.
Well, this should be a fun one.
Loved watching EDG in 2015 spring. They love to play that pick. They ban minions or not. Got all the information here. We're giving you the big guns. Speaking of big guns, Tarzan's here.
He's got red buff too.
The early mid game and not try to scale alongside you and maybe do it worse.
Tarzan, not afraid of a fight on this Elise, comes up, is gonna scan out the Jarvan, do a nice amount of poke damage as well. Really just sticking around. He's not backing off of this one. Again, another cocoon lands. And Rascal low himself from the Jason. Can Cuz even get away here? He's gonna flash in and just kill him. Cuz decides, I'm not gonna flash, you can take my life.
Smancy was direct nerfed, i.e. you had to have both people in the lane at the same time. We saw none of it. This plan's gonna be used.
That's a really nice max range one, but they're gonna continue and no more cleanse here for Pawn. As he is gonna go down, Cuz trying to trade one back, but he gets himself into a bad situation, nearly takes out Toby, but the ticking, corrupting Pawn is gonna keep him alive. Knocked out of the air here is Rascal, who's gonna desperately ult for that horn.
Charge, true damage takes it down. That means Jace is even stronger. Rascal, you know, he tried to weather the storm on the Ornn. It's not working, and now he's gonna be dead again, you think?
Yeah, this guy is so dead. There's no way for him to get anywhere to safety. Toby, hilariously enough, nearly does go down, but that's another kill and another turret in the top side.
And this is what the glass half empty was for Kingzone Dragon X preseason was. How hard can Defton Tucson carry with the names they have on the top side? The answer was that they actually had their top side perform oh so well recently, but now they're reaching the next level of opposition teams they weren't beating in that win streak, and unfortunately, it feels like the nameplates are on.
The only other real big top, playoff contender that Kingzone has defeated was Sandbox, but that was when Sandbox were going through their own little stretch. They're having some trouble. Look at this rotation. They get everybody going into the mid lane. It looked like a flank, but it was more of a take the turret with the chase. Everything is going to go wide here as Viper going to go invisible. Doesn't have his flash. Does have a stopwatch, but 4 people down here. Is he? I'm not so sure. Okay, well, Deft is going to shut down the hopes of...
With his flag down, because he could just straight up die.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about all the turrets on the top side being down and just complete darkness, essentially, on the top side of the map here for Kingzone. He doesn't own his jungle anymore. You're not going to go past those brushes as, well, when in doubt, let's try to 4-man the Lissandra. Looks like it should be able to work out here as Toby is going to flash away. Big one comes in, Chaos Storm, but that's going to be denied, okay. Even going to go for the ult, as he's a very intelligent team themselves. They know exactly what Kingzone are going to try to do to get back in this game. The lethality here on Zorn is even chunking the Ornn, but Toby gets himself into an awkward spot here. Ornn gonna come in, not gonna knock him up actually, and there it is. And now Toby, no aftershock, no ultimate, has the shield from the Karma, but that's it. And that's gonna be 2 kills that immediately go the way of Kingzone.
And this is Kingzone actually punishing Griffin, who come crashing down to earth for a bit. They totally mismanaged the comp. Your caster curse was so real on Griffin being fully aware of their strengths and their weaknesses. They played to maximize their weaknesses. What value they get out of Elise, Karma, and Vayne? They're none. And now Kingzone say, it's time to run a Baron. And what's going to happen here about this?
This game is getting spicier by the minute as, again, it is going to be 3-on-5, but you do have a lot of burst damage and Vayne, so Kingzone will take the risk here. They do have that field to zone them out, and it is going to go the way of Cuz. And Rascal is going to be the one sacrifice. So what, 5 people? They're going to begin this one. When does the turn come in? The answer is now, as they're going to knock up 2 people in that corridor, but the Cataclysm is actually on the right side. Doesn't get too much damage for a long time. Toby going to be going in, and Cuz has to be devoured, but Toby, oh man, that's a good stopwatch. It's gonna go down though in the end. Sword now, gonna be forced to flash away. It's up to Viper in that front line with the burst damage of the Elise to try to win the fight. They are at least gonna stop Kingzone.
We all know the feels there. Kingzone back on the Baron. They'll have Ornn in about 25 seconds.
All right, we're doing it again. No Orn for now, as you did mention. Rascal's actually got TP right now. Damage is coming in. They're trying to zone away Tarzan on the left side. He's not going to be able to get close enough, and the Baron, again, is going to go the way of Kingzone. And here's the Corki in the front line. A couple of shots to the back of Lahenge. He's going to take him out. Toby going 1v4 on the other side. These fights are all over the place. Toby's going to go down, and the rest of them are being chased down like prey in the jungle. And Viper's all alone now. He's going to try to tumble to the safety, but is forced to flash away. And Kingzone might win this game.
They're definitely going to win it, I think, Valdez. It seems hard. It's going to take multiple fights, and it might just be right now.
They're pushing on in. They've got the Baron buff. They have 5 members against just the 2. It's the most fed, and it is the 2 damage dealers, but doesn't seem to matter as the Corki is heavily online. The Bane here tumbling with that one, but he is not going to do much here. It's only Lahenge now, and Kingzone take the throw. They catch it, and they bring it to the Game 1 victory.
And man, did we get a game that was both sides of the season for Kingzone. At the start, it felt like we were just watching a replay of Griffin slamming Kingzone.
Performance here in Game 2 to carry his team to the victory. And speaking of which, it looks like we're
on and deft, you would imagine, but you hit your timings, Black Cleavers, and play the room, but a lot of different slows, so GOP, Zonias, Twin Shadows, these could all be items.
Insane. I mean, really nice stat to bring up as well. It really does highlight just how much Deft has carried in a way and built the team around him and got that confidence going. Speaking of which, the top lane we were looking for, the knock-up into the double knock-up, the knock back there from Jace, not nearly enough.
Because, so maybe don't want to have the redundancy there as Kingzone turn onto the Infernal Trade, the first spawn of the game, and with their priority against a Karma lane, they take it as, all right, what's happening here?
Well, Rascal was running down, and he kind of got caught out by Tarzan with the red buff. Flashes into that one. No flash on Rascal, as he used to do.
5v5-wise, we know this champion outscales, and he always has his stock picks, as Cuz gets super aggressive here of the late game extra items.
Spike goes the way of Tarzan, as okay, ult is not going to actually get down, but Rascal trying to force this one pawn. Coming on in with the TP, but they really were pushing this too hard. Here comes Chovy trying to get over the wall. Where is the angle of escape for Kingzone? It doesn't look like it exists. Ignite goes down on a Tarzan, but it's not going to kill him. Doesn't look like here. Pawn under the turret. One more auto will do it. He's going to go down, and Rascal as well.
Kingzone with the Ornn, even though they gave over those 3 kills to Griffin. They got quite a lot. Here we go.
Nice knockback to deny that one, but everybody's getting up in the top side 3-on-1. You can see Tarzan
hitting each other because these are big shifts in what the recent meta has been in terms of these 2 champions that have been played so many times.
And the knockup comes in into the taunt. There's
Sivir in this spot. We already talked about how that's different from expectation. Remember that with no engaged support, that's Karma to poke around as Tarzan tries to contest vision, and we already mentioned that's tricky for Griffin. They need to take a lot of risks to do so. The only person to dive Lucian and stop a short-range AD carry from doing damage is a Morgana. Black Shield stopping Lissandra. There's no one else to go backline. That means Lucian should be free hitting. And speaking of free hitting, they're onto this Baron. It's at 7,000.
Already at half, and now Griffin know about it, but Tarzan is in range. He's going to be able to get it, but no! Spike to Ornn goes the way of Kingzone. Now they're looking for the engage, and Viper goes down to the Ornn horn. See you later, he says, and in comes Cuz. Gonna be able to assassinate Tarzan on the backside, and 3 kills and maybe even more are gonna go the way of Kingzone after the Baron. The flash on in, and the double kill from Alessandra. She usually gets at least 1 win. This knockup goes on to Lahenge, but take a look at Toby on the backside. They are gonna catch her going on in there. The knockup comes in, and just barely is able to get that ultimate off. Isn't gonna matter though, so many stasis effects. Keep her alive, but the knockup there was perfect from Rascal, and now everybody's getting into the pit as Deft is full health, and it looks like this should be Kingzone pushing on for their victory 2-0 against Griffin.
And Valdez, it's not about Griffin, it's all about Kingzone. Kingzone have just smashed Griffin, and it didn't matter who was on the enemy team with a performance like this. They're looking for the close here. With enough members, they should be able to do it.
They just want more kills. They don't care about the Nexus. They'll take it out eventually, but going in for the dive even here is Steph thinking about it, just dancing around, even a celebration towards the end. 2-0, and it was quite clean from the side of Kingzone, who looked really...